issued a damning report accusing the US of failing to take adequate precautions to spare civilian lives in its operations in Syria. The organisation says innocent people have paid the price for Washington's mistakes, referring to a strike that took place on the 16th of March. According to data obtained by Human Rights Watch, 38 people were killed in a US air raid that hit a mosque. The strike took place as worshippers were gathering for evening prayers. Now, as far as the Pentagon's concerned, it's denied its planes had hit the mosque, stating instead they targeted another building, albeit only 15 metres away, where they say al-Qaeda members were reportedly meeting at the time. US officials also stated that no damage was done to the mosque itself in question, by them anyway. However, after Human Rights Watch submitted its report to US Central Command, seems now Washington is saying it's promising to, quote, carefully review the incident. Let's talk to Lama Faki, Deputy Director at Human Rights Watch, Middle East and North Africa Division. Thanks for making the time to be with us today. We know you're busy there. How did your findings compare with what the US military's officially had to say, and that I just told our viewers about, that no damage was done to that mosque? Wasn't them.
The U.S. government appears to have failed to understand some very key aspects of the target that they hit. They are actually not denying that they hit the target where the civilian casualties took place. What they are denying is that that building was a mosque. But our investigation, through speaking with witnesses on the ground, through looking at video and photographic evidence, we were able to confirm, in fact, that the building that was struck was a mosque. The airstrike took place in between the sunset and the evening prayer, at a time when U.S. officials should have known that there would be people gathering in the mosque.
So what about
these strikes also took place on a Thursday, when there were religious lectures happening in the mosque, which was another reason for those that were gathering there.
So what about this line that we've been reporting all the way along? The initial report back was that they're saying no, they know there was a mosque there, but what they hit was 15 metres away. 15 metres isn't very far, if you think about it. It's an odd line to come out with. Well, what about that? Can you read anything into that? What do you know about that?
There is a small mosque 15 meters away from the structure that was hit. It was an older mosque that used to be used by the villagers. Several years ago, however, they constructed the new mosque, which is the building that was hit. The new mosque had, as part of its upper quarters, a place where the imam used to live, and below there was an area for religious lectures and an area for praying. Through the video and photographic evidence, it is clear that you can see, the area where people took off their shoes as they were entering the mosque. You can see where the call to prayer was being projected off of the roof through speakers. And you can see where the imam would have stood to lead prayers. So the U.S. government failed to understand that what they hit was a mosque and that there were civilians there.
So it seems they say they'll now start listening to you, they'll reevaluate what maybe went on there. Do you think they took enough, for want of a better word, duty of care here?
We do not believe that the government, U.S. government, has taken adequate precautions in conducting this strike. And again, for the reasons that I've just mentioned. And we are encouraged by the fact that they have said that they will launch an investigation. But that investigation needs to have results that are public and transparent. If, in fact, this was an unlawful strike, it is important that the civilians that were injured are compensated adequately, and that those that are responsible are held accountable.
And what are your realistic thoughts about that happening, if it is proved, or they put their hands up and say, yeah, it was a mistake?
We have not seen adequate transparency in U.S. investigations into civilian casualties in Syria or in Iraq thus far. We are encouraged that we did receive a response from the government to our report, and that they will take the findings of the report seriously. But they need to do more to show, in fact, that they are taking reports of civilian casualties seriously, and that they are taking steps to right the wrongs that have been made.
Maybe should it be an independent body investigating this anyway, not them?
At this stage, we are calling on the U.S. to conduct an investigation. We believe that they will have the information accessible to them to allow them to assess whether this has been an unlawful attack, and we are urging them to do so.
Thank you for your time today. Lama Faki from Human Rights Watch. Appreciate it.
Thank you.